Hello everybody, this is Lara with your Monday to Friday update for Bitcoin and XRP, and Jack Frost has an update for Solana and Ethereum that I'll publish as well shortly for you. He updates Tuesday to Saturday. Technicals for Bitcoin, it moved higher for the last two sessions. There is now some push from volume. The last completed session for the 1st of July has a bit of a bearish upper wick and a very small body. This is almost a little doji, and so I expect price may move a little bit higher. It broke above resistance, very short term resistance here, just below 62,500, breaking above, little test of support, probably now going to move up and away if this test of support about this previous resistance here holds. If we do get a deeper test of support, look for support at 60,700. I do still expect that Bitcoin is in the early stages of an upward swing from support to resistance. Don't expect it to move in a straight line. Sometimes, like this downward swing moved in mostly a straight line, but more commonly, these swings are choppy and overlapping. Here's a downward swing, very choppy and overlapping. So look out for a choppy overlapping swing to resistance, 71,500 to 73,100. For the last two sessions, day on day, prices moved higher with an increase in volume. So for the short term, that's bullish. For the very short term, we have a very weak bullish signal from on-balance volume breaking above the yellow resistance line. The signal is very weak because the line is short held and it only had the minimum required 2 anchor points you need to draw a line, but it is a bullish signal. ADX is now declining, telling us there's no clear trend at this time frame anymore for Bitcoin. RSI reached oversold at the last low. If this is a big consolidation within a larger bull market, as I expect it is, and it looks like it when you look at higher time frames, then RSI reaching oversold should be a strong indication that the consolidation is probably complete, and that's why I expect at the end of this upward swing a very high probability of a new upward breakout to new all-time highs, and once we get that, I expect price to start to move up and away with strength. I don't know how long the upward swing is going to take to get there and how choppy and overlapping it's going to be on the way. Utilising a model of stochastics plus support and resistance in a trendless market, that's when ADX tells us there's no clear trend. Stochastics reached oversold while price found strong support and bounced up. Stochastics now has a positive slope. Price is now moving higher. Expect overall stochastics to continue higher, to reach overbought and price to reach resistance simultaneously, and we will see how price behaves next time it gets up to that resistance area. I asked for some questions on X, formerly Twitter, yesterday to try and vary my analysis. Someone asked me to tell them what would the drawdown be for this bearish alternate. I do not have confidence in this wave count. I consider it a very unlikely alternate. For XRP, it sees from this low to this high a first wave impulse lasting 3.5 years. From this high to this low, a 5-wave structure, only wave A of a zigzag for the resulting correction. So the basic Elliott Wave pattern, 5 steps forward, 3 steps back. Big problem with this wave count, poor proportion, 3.5 years for cycle wave 1, cycle 2 so far just under 8 years, and it's incomplete, just over 2/3 of the way through. The proportion for this wave count will be absolutely horrible when it's complete. Doesn't mean it's not valid, I just judge it to have a really low probability. Low probability doesn't mean no probability. If cycle wave 2 reaches the target at 0.33, that's where primary C, beginning here, would reach equality in length with primary wave A, that would see it a 98.9% correction of cycle wave 1. My main wave count sees cycle wave 2 complete here as a double zigzag, has a beautiful fit and great proportion. One of the other questions someone asked me in X, formerly Twitter, yesterday was what scale to use and when to use a logarithmic function of Fibonacci ratios. For all cryptocurrencies, always use a semi-log scale on all time frames except possibly hourly or below. Once you get to those very short-term movements, you can use an arithmetic scale. For Fibonacci retracements and not extensions, but retracements, I always apply a log function to the retracements to account for the huge volatility in cryptocurrencies. I don't do that for regular fiat currencies like euro dollar. I don't do it for the indices like the S&P, and I don't even do it for commodities like gold and oil. I'm only doing that for crypto because of the extreme volatility. XRP broke out of this ascending triangle. The target was 0.4227, but I said don't use it yet because price needs to break below 46 cents in order for us to have confidence it can actually get down to that target. It's had 3 tests, bullish long lower wick here, Dragonfly Doji is a bullish reversal pattern. Hammer is a bullish reversal pattern. Now it's moving up and away with a little bit of push from volume for these 3 sessions, day on day. It looks like price is not going to be able to break below 46 cents. Look out for resistance for XRP in the 54-55 cent area. That's fairly strong, but there was a false break above 55 cents back here on 22nd of April. Price immediately returned back below. So because of that previous false breakout above 55 cents, if we see price close again above 55 cents, I'm going to institute a 2 or 3 day away rule. I want to see 2 or 3 days above that price point before I really have confidence that resistance in that area has been broken. It's looking pretty bullish for the short term for XRP as expected. Volume day on day increasing as price moves higher. That's good to see, although for the short to mid-term, volume is strongest on bearish candlesticks, but previous to that, in the last upward swing, volume ended with strong volume on a strong bullish candlestick. So the situation's a bit mixed for XRP, to be honest. On balance, volume has broken above a weak short-term resistance line, giving a weak short-term bullish signal for XRP. On balance, volume is now at resistance, which was previous support from back here. This may assist to halt a rise in price. If on balance volume breaks above that purple line, which is now providing some resistance, that would be a weak bullish signal. Weak because the line was breached back down here, which weakens its technical significance. ADX is declining. There's no clear trend anymore for XRP at this time frame. Stochastics has reached fully oversold. Price is bouncing up from support. A model of stochastics plus support and resistance would expect stochastics to continue on higher, maybe to get toward overbought, but it might fall short because it did fall short on previous upward swings. And for price to continue up to reach resistance about 54-55 cents simultaneously. And if they get there at the same time, that may be the end of the upward swing. That's it for me today with your quick update. Thank you everybody for your engagement on X, formerly Twitter. Not quite sure what to call it now. Thanks, Mr. Musk. And if you have any questions about my analysis, hit the comments below, or if you want to share charts and video, share them with me on Twitter, because that's where you can post those links and images.